Feature film day one.
Feature film day one. I'm gonna go south of Devon Tower.
Keep going. Yeah.
Let's do it.
We do have these cool trees over here. Roz, great job. That rim light looks really good. Ooh, that flashing light is great.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Rolling.
No, it's 12:30.
What?
Come on.
You busted my wall.
No, it isn't. It's his rage.
Great. Yes, have me walk through this.
Hello everybody, and welcome to my first production diary video for our upcoming feature film, which for some reason still doesn't have a name yet. I'll definitely update you when we finally decide on a name for this project. Our first shoot day was literally last night. We shot at 1 o'clock in the morning in downtown Oklahoma City, which was very late. It was definitely past my bedtime. I'm more of like an 11 o'clock kind of guy, but we shot downtown, and on one hand, it was a very easy shoot because the sequences that we were shooting are these kind of dreamlike sequences where our character is wandering around this city late at night. It's completely dead. And so we had the character, we had the setting, we had basically everything we needed to tell this story. But what was interesting about it, the story was being told through the visual elements of the film and less so much the actual sequence of events that was happening within these scenes. So the way I approached it was a bit like a B-roll shoot where we're just kind of trying to find interesting shots, have our main character walking around in different settings. But while that part of the project was definitely not as demanding, the part that was demanding was shooting so late at night. We do have these cool trees over here.
Oh, we're Malaching.
You're gonna have to be really careful.
Shoot tight.
I am not long.
Whoa.
It's not bad, actually. I do like these buildings quite a bit.
Maybe do it from underneath. So it's a little more abstract looking.
It was a dark and stormy night this night.
like legitimately. It's also easier on me because I don't have to hold it up like this.
Zach, violence of action.
Okay,
What do you
good.
What do you think, Zach?
Not that. Sorry.
Come on, Zach.
I don't like weird for the sake of it.
He's got a vision.
I think
Zach, we gotta be stylistic here.
this is style. This looks great.
I
That
need
looks
more
great.
style,
This looks
Zach.
Look,
normal,
look at the
Zach.
Rembrandt light. That's what I'm about.
This looks
I
regular,
was
Zach.
more of a
This
Van
needs to
Gogh.
look weird.
Yeah.
I'm trusting Zach on this one.
Why do you even need me?
To hold the light.
So you're gonna be in front of him, shooting the light this way, and he's gonna be walking basically on this axis straight this way towards these buildings. See these, like this straight line?
Yeah, just straight through these, like on a diagonal through
Yep.
these
And then where
tiles.
do you
Yep.
want me?
Where's
And then
Roz?
you're gonna be on this side,
This side? Okay.
and you're gonna be about here. And as he walks, you're gonna walk with him
Okay.
on the same kind of axis.
Is this obvious enough of like an effect?
Turn it away.
Turn it right on you.
Hold on.
Sorry. I mean, it fills it out, but it looks kind of just like a bounce.
Zach is not.
It's
Not Panos Cosmatos. He's a more muted style.
it's worth having. Yeah, it's worth having. Okay, rolling and action. Stop. All right, we'll take it. I like these trees.
Yeah.
Let's
Just film me shooting straight down that.
That'd be
like,
cool,
With all the
actually.
freaking light poles.
probably won't need the light for this. Probably won't need the light. We already have enough. I'm gonna be kind of walking with you. Your pace is great, but you'll kind of
yeah.
approach in frame. It'll be cool. Okay, rolling and action. Okay, stop. That looks cool. Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna try to do like a upward facing shot at these trees because I think that looks cool.
Especially with the tree motif later on.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Rolling and action. Okay, that's good. That looks really cool.
Where's another good spot? Probably down this way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was actually pretty worried about it being too dark to film at 1 o'clock in the morning, but I was wrong. There's actually a lot of streetlights that kept things pretty well lit, and that ended up being kind of a surprise and kind of a good thing, because obviously lighting is really important, and being able to actually see what you're filming is, an important thing. And having a lot of available light to work with was really, really nice. But that's not the only thing I did for lighting. I also had one of these Aputure MC lights. I love these things. I have a pack of 4 of them that come in like a charging case. It's actually like super useful. I'll show you. I've got them down here. This is the case. I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's a pretty good piece of kit. As you can see, it holds 4 lights. And they charge because there's a battery built into this case. And so when it's time to charge them up for the next shoot, all you do is plug the charging cable into this little port right here, and it's extremely easy. I find that they're always juiced up and ready to go. Even if I haven't had a chance to charge the case's battery in a long time, it usually tops these lights off without me really needing to even think about it. So there really has never been a time where I needed to use these lights and they were dead. That's not to say don't worry about charging them, because obviously you need to charge them, but the charging case just makes my job and my life so much easier in that way. I had our friend Roz hold it off to the side, and what I was going for was less of a front light, less of a side light, and more of a backlight. So I just kind of wanted to light up the edge of our main actor, who's also my friend Mateo. Mateo is also the writer and producer of this film project, and he's probably watching this. So hey, what's up, Mateo? I hope you thought the first day went well. But yeah, we used one of these lights just kind of off to the side as a bit more of a rim light and a bit of a backlight. I find that filming on the shadowy side of people is like the most cinematic way that you can film them. So whether it's, this is a bad example, but if I had the light, back here and this side of, I'm not going to show you that right now. There were a few instances where there was a bit of bloom from the lens. That's kind of my fault because I didn't bring a lens hood. It's also something that a matte box is good for. That was basically the extent of our lighting.
I like this building a lot. I'm very fond of it.
This one?
Yeah.
It is nice, and it's well lit too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mateo.
Maybe down that tree, keep up the tree thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good.
Like an avenue.
And if I matched cut, it would make a little bit of sense too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mateo, I'm gonna have you, this is the crosswalk I want to shoot in. Feels very empty.
Traveling north.
It's the same 2 guys.
They're just roving scooter gangs.
I'll have y'all stay over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you cross the street on action. Okay, rolling and action.
Should I hit the button? Would that be a fun bit of character?
No, I'm not too worried about you interacting with things too much.
This is the dream.
Yeah,
See, this is what I like.
because we're really stripping back.
Yeah. This is the easy part of acting. That's great.
Okay, Mateo, let's do this again. Okay, rolling and action. Okay, think that's good.
It echoes.
Yeah.
Instead of shooting on this sidewalk, I kind of want to shoot up here.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is cooler. Okay, you'll want to start a little bit more in front of him. Perfect. It's more of a backlight for me than a side light. Okay, perfect. Rolling and action. Okay, once we get to the top, pan the light away, Roz.
Okay.
That looks great. Let's do it one more time. It is 12:21, so not quite an hour. I like these chairs. We should just have you drinking a coffee or something.
just sitting in one of the chairs.
One of the main philosophies that I am bringing into this film project, especially on the gear side of things, is this kind of less is more mentality. I have a camera rig. I made a video about it not too long ago where the camera has a battery on it and it has a cage and a monitor and, you know, top handle and like all of these accessories, you know, 15mm rods, matte boxes. Like I have a proper camera rig for my Panasonic S5, but I realized pretty quickly that this project was going to be a lot more tedious if I had all this extra gear to worry about. And while I enjoy shooting on the Atomos Ninja V, which is a recording monitor that I can use on the Panasonic S5 to record ProRes RAW, which is a very nice codec to work with, I knew that I didn't want all that much gear holding me back. I wanted to be as quick and as nimble as possible. And so that's what led me particularly to pack a very small and lightweight camera bag. I'll actually show you. Okay, so this is the camera bag I am using for this project, literally for this entire feature film. As you can see, this camera bag's not very big. This is the Brevity Jumper camera bag, and I love it. It's literally the smallest camera bag I have ever used, unless you're counting like sling bags or something, which I'm not really counting. But as far as camera backpacks go, this is one of the smallest camera backpacks I've ever used, yet it still holds all of my gear, but it still had room for so much more that I didn't even need for this project. It was able to fit my Panasonic S5, my Nikon 20 to 35mm f2.8, my vlogging camera, which is this Insta360 Go 3S, and a couple of small credit card lights, which, you know, I've made videos about previously.
You see that? What's all this haze?
It's the light coming up to hit the building.
Oh, cool.
I like that wall with like the tree in front of it and like the ridges.
All right, let's do this. Rolling and action.
That could be neat down there.
There's also an alleyway over there.
Yeah. I love an alleyway.
So see this beam right here?
Yeah.
I basically kept it right behind you the whole time.
That's good.
So it looks like there's kind of these little, I don't know, this ethereal
I like it.
connection.
Like it's my uplink to my brain wire.
Okay. Yes, this is good. I'll have you, we'll actually walk this way
Okay.
and I'll have you facing the camera since we haven't
Good.
gotten a
Actually,
lot of,
see my face. Can't wait to record all the VO for it.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I've got the setup now.
Yeah, that's right, you do.
It sounds pretty good.
I'm like, I need to start working on memorizing my lines.
Ooh, that flashing light is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll try to be in the center of this. So like,
Right.
yeah, more or less right there. Dope. Okay, rolling and action. That looks sick. Perfect. Thank you. I do really like the texture of the ground and stuff. Okay, rolling and action. Dope. All right, let's do it again.
I could do this for an hour.
AM.
Is it? No.
Really?
No, it's 12:30.
What?
Come on. You busted my wall.
No, it isn't. I am.
Whoa, what an echo. Freaking
Is that you?
acoustics. Busting your boat. No, that was Roz.
Sorry. I do have to get the telephone booth. Check this out. All right.
That's I've never noticed this before.
It's so wonderful.
and like the little
I-
booth over there.
I've
I
never
live
been
in a different
close
part
to
of
this building
the
at all.
city. I'm gonna go south of Devon Tower. There's some,
Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
and then over by the freaking.
Making movies.
We're filming films.
There is stuff down this way, but.
There's a lot of people down this way too.
You want to do this way or you keep going straight? I do like the overhang.
Yeah. It's
There's people though. Hi.
Bros, speaking
It's
of, does anyone really know what
non-diegetic.
time it is?
Yeah. Does anybody really know what time it is?
Where's the clock?
The reason why we chose to shoot so late at night when, you know, we could have started at like 10 o'clock when it would have been plenty dark is because we needed to not have a lot of people around on the streets. And the reason for that is because it's supposed to be this like kind of ethereal dream where there's no one else around. There's, you know, some parked cars, but nothing more than that. But even though we tried so hard and we waited so long to start shooting this, I think our start time was 11:30. There were still so many people going by with these Lime scooters, bro. I mean, I can't say it was that disruptive because it took like 2 seconds to wait for them to go by, but why was it like every 2 seconds there was a couple on a Lime scooter? There was one couple that circled around several times. I guess they might have been interested in what we were doing, but bloody Lime scooters, man. What can you do? So if you don't have Lime scooters in your area, you probably have the Bird scooters. It's the same thing. It's just poor excuse for proper public transportation infrastructure. That's what I say.
Cross like diagonally. Stop right there. I think that's where you'll start. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, rolling and action.
I think so.
Okay, cut. Let's do it again. Okay, rolling and action.
That's great.
Perfect.
Go through the behind the scenes.
I'm gonna just put like a red glow on Zach at all times. It represents the fact that he hates these scooters so darn much.
I do.
It's his rage.
Great. Yes, have me walk through this. Quickly, Zach. Set up, set up, set up.
Okay, 20. There's good. Okay, walk a few steps forward.
We do love rocks.
Just straight through the middle. That's cool.
I think so.
Okay, cool. This is our filming spot test.
Take a few steps back.
One hop this time.
Okay, active. Cut. That was good.
I know.
Oh, how about we go hang out with those cones over
Yeah,
there?
it's all about the cones, dude.
We have to trek back through the
Zach, you
water.
gotta tuck that thing under your shirt.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Hey, Mateo.
Hi. Look. Hi, Roz.
It's 1 in the morning.
Is it officially 1 in the morning?
No, you have 5 minutes.
I have 5 minutes.
Zach, we need to. Do we need to shield you? Do we
Run,
need to
run,
walk
run,
in front
run,
of you?
Yes, walk in front of me.
We have to block the way.
Towards the end of our shoot, I saw these sprinklers going off in kind of this little courtyard area between a few buildings, and I knew that we had to shoot there. There was so much depth from the mist that was like being kicked up everywhere. I did take a significant risk there with my camera, and I would not recommend other people do this. The Panasonic S5, to my knowledge, is not a weather sealed camera, and even if it was, the weather sealing of your camera is only as good as the weather sealing of the lens you have. And because I'm using a kind of vintage lens with an adapter, there are no seals in these adapters or on this lens. It was a little sketchy, but you know, I kind of have this mentality of anything for the shot. Will, you know, as long as I'm not doing anything too risky, a little bit of mist will be fine. And I think the shot turned out pretty well.
Let's go hang out with those cones over there.
Get run over by a scooter. If I die by a scooter, I think
that'll be like poetic justice.
Let's like do more in the road.
okay, cool.
That's interesting.
See if there's the cones.
That looks so good.
Non-diegetic lighting or diegetic lighting.
Undiegetic?
Non-diegetic.
Non-diegetic. There you go.
First day of 5.14159.
We get a better title
Yes.
soon.
Soon?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
need
you don't like 5.14
No, I
159?
hate it in fact.
Sad. Get better. Dude.
Me too.
What are everybody's impressions?
I think it's a good shoot to kind of break us in a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels great outside too.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm acting in it, and like this is probably the easiest part of my acting because it's the dream walk sequences.
You just get to walk around.
Yeah,
That's all
and
you
the
have
dream
to
walk
do.
sequences, I'm just walking.
I think
so-
you did a good job though.
Yes, we're parked right here.
The way you were emoting, like you,
I was doing my very best to look like I was in a dream, which at 1 a.m. not hard.
right?
It's my spacesuit right here,
The jumpsuit is very nice.
It does look cool.
especially in black and white where you can't tell it's green. You just know it's a dark color.
You know, I was worried about it not standing out in the darkness. It's actually fine.
Yeah, you have a good enough lighting crew that you can see it.
Also, check out our setup for the feature film.
Okay, that's what you
It is-
wanted me to film.
It is very minimal. We're shooting pretty bare bones in with the Brevity bag, which is like the smallest camera pack that I've ever used. It's fantastic. I love it.
This is what you wanted me to
This
film.
is what I wanted.
I think this was a really good first shoot day for our feature film. There's going to be a lot more demanding days ahead of us. We have a giant monster puppet thing that we've started building. Well, I shouldn't say we. This is purely Ben Mateo and Roz's project, so I'm very grateful to them for, doing the work and making this creature look really, really cool. But this creature is going to be dope. It's going to be puppeted by two different people. So one person's going to control the arms, and the other person's going to be controlling the head or something like that. But it's going to be like an 8 to 12 feet tall creature draped in black cloth and holding a cow skull. And it's going to be really, really fun. And we're also going to be filming this creature downtown on another late night shoot, as well as filming this creature inside of Mateo's house, which is going to be super fun to see this giant creature that barely fits inside the room. I think that's going to be very menacing and foreboding and all this other stuff. So lots of really fun stuff ahead of us. I'm really excited to be working on this project. And obviously, if you subscribe to the channel, you'll know exactly how the progress on this project is going. Another thing I'm really excited for is the sound design of this film. I plan on layering tons of sounds and ambience, and we actually plan on producing all of the music ourselves for this project. If you happen to be a filmmaker or video creator and you're trying to look for sound effects or music tracks for your projects, I did a whole video about where you can find these things for free. So go check out that video right here, and I hope to see you there.